Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in the Maldives. We are on the beautiful island of Fulidhoo. Hello. How is everyone doing? Currently, it is 7:10 a.m. here in the Maldives. Sun is getting ready to rise. Actually, the sun has risen. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok simultaneously. Welcome. We're going to be looking for sharks and stingrays today. They are in abundance here on this island. They're everywhere. I was streaming yesterday, and if you were joining us, you would see we showed you so many sharks and stingrays. As a matter of fact, this island specifically, many other people visit this island from other islands, and they come here in tour boats. And this area right here gets so many people, and they go right there in the water and they take a lot of photos with stingrays. You can literally just sit in the water and all the stingrays will come right around you. Sometimes dozens of stingrays. So here you see local fishermen. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Good morning, Ray. Welcome for joining the live stream. Here we go. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of stingrays. Here we see three of them. I need you guys to double tap. Let's get this live stream going. Look how beautiful this is. Look how massive these stingrays are. Absolutely beautiful. And this is common. You see this every day on this island. For those of you who are new here, my name is Devon. I'm traveling full time with my wife, Irina. We are here in the Maldives for 3 months. We are going to be taking you to over 30 islands. This is our third island in the last week. It's been 7 days since we've been here. Look how beautiful they are. Giant stingrays. If you guys want to learn about the Maldives, if you want to learn how to travel to the Maldives, this is what our page is all about. We're going to show you how you can travel to the Maldives virtually, inexpensively. It's very affordable to travel to the Maldives. I know many of you might think contrary to that because when you Google the Maldives, you see overwater villas for thousands of dollars. Well, I am here on a local island. This is a local island. My wife and I are spending $50 a night to stay on this island here in the Maldives. That is why we're able to stay in the Maldives for 3 months. Hello, Dodger. How are you? Welcome. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Yes, another beautiful day here. For those of you who are new on TikTok, as we're streaming live here, remember we stream live twice a day. It is now sunrise. I stream. My wife is sleeping. She will wake up within the next hour or so. We will have breakfast and start our day. And then we come back live again for sunset. Yesterday, if you joined us in our live stream, sunset was absolutely amazing. It was beautiful. So again, if you guys want to learn more about the Maldives, if you want to follow our travels and learn how you can come to a beautiful island like this super affordably, we give you all the information in our live stream. Here on the side here, you see a crane. I think it's called a crane. I'm not sure what this bird is called, but it's common. They're always here. Yes, Dodger Girl, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to walk you guys over to the Bikini Beach area, but I figured I would start here at the harbor because a lot of times this is where the action happens. This is where you see a lot of stingrays. Yesterday, when we arrived at the island, right here in this shallow area, right here, there were about 15 stingrays. This is every day here on this island. And as I mentioned before, this is our third island out of about 30 we will be visiting in the next 3 months. And we're going live every single day, twice a day. Every island have their own characteristic, their own vibe. The last island we were on, which was Mafushi, totally different than what you're seeing here. It is the most busiest tourist island in the Maldives. Mafushi. There are hotel lining the beachfront. Hotels that are, I don't know, 13, 14 floors, 15 floors high. It's major for tourism. They have nightlife. Oh, he caught something. I see his rod bent here. Let's see what he caught. There he goes. Yeah, he caught a fish. This is what they do. Morning. So they're catching. This is what the locals do. This is their life. They come out here in the morning, they fish. Thank you guys for joining. And as the sun rises, you will see the colors of this water is absolutely incredible. 50 shades of blue. It is beautiful. So now we're looking around, as the title suggests. We're looking for sharks. We might even see a baby shark. We saw about 5 of them yesterday. We saw nurse sharks yesterday. About 4 nurse sharks yesterday we saw here. This is the Maldives. This is how beautiful this country is. There's a stingray right out there. You guys can see it. So this is the harbor. When you come here to this island, this is where your boat will dock, depending on where you come from. It doesn't matter what other island you come from. You will dock here on this island. They will pick you up depending on what hotel you're staying. They will pick you up in one of these type of things here, and they'll put your luggage on there, and then they will wheel you off to your hotel. You don't have to lift a finger. They take care of all your luggage for you, and they meet you at the harbor. This goes for every single local island. That's how they do it. The hotel staff is waiting for you when you arrive on your boat. They take your suitcase, your luggage, they wheel it off. You go, you check in. They give you a welcome drink when you arrive. They give you a cold towel when you arrive. And then they check you into your room. And again, my wife and I currently are spending $50 a night in our hotel room. I know our demographic here on TikTok is majority people from the US. 98% of the people I am speaking to right now, those of you who are in this live stream, are from the US. We do get Maldivians that come in here that follow us as well on TikTok. So it's really nice. But I know majority of you, wow, so many fishes. Majority of you are from the US. My wife and I used to live in New York. I was pretty much raised in New York since I was 10 years old. I'm now 53. We've lived in Hawaii. We're full-time travelers. We've lived in Thailand. So if you guys really want to know what it's like to travel in the Maldives on a budget, not thousands of dollars a night. No, you're not going to get no overwater bungalows here, but you get some really nice, affordable luxury hotels. Along the way during our live stream, we will show you, we go into these hotels and we show you what it looks like. If you look at our TikTok page in the feed, you will see videos we've created about these hotels, what they look like on the inside. They're absolutely beautiful. This is what the mornings are like on local island. Look how peaceful this is. It's quiet. Or you hear the waves. Is anybody from TikTok in this live stream right now that was here last night for us when we were live streaming? So it would have been morning for you guys. I think it was like 7 in the morning. We were live streaming. For us, it was 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. Ah, you were. Okay, all right, Michelle, I see you. So I'd like to welcome you guys back. Not sure if you saw the sharks and the stingray. Not sure if you saw that portion, but I just showed you guys about 3 stingrays. Now I'm looking for sharks. We'll see if we can find any. So many hermit crabs on this beach. You see the shells and you see them, they start moving. So I'm gonna go out on this jetty area because I like to get a upper view to see if I see any of them, because when I'm walking on the beach, it's hard to spot them. Yesterday, there was about 2 nurse sharks here, and they were pretty big too. Here is one right now. This is not a nurse shark. This is a black tip baby shark. Have you guys ever seen a baby shark before? I mention this in the live stream all the time. It's only since I've been here in the Maldives have I ever seen a baby shark. I have never seen a baby shark before. This is our 3rd time to the Maldives in 2 years. Oh, there it is. It's going away. Let me see if I can. It'll come closer. I could see it, but for you guys, you have to look really carefully because the color of their skin is kind of like a pale beige color, and they blend in with the sand because it's all sand down there. And I came out here to this side thinking it was going to go alongside the rocks, but now it's going along shore. But it'll circle back this way. Let me know if you guys see it. I'm going to point it out once it gets a little closer. There's 2 of them actually. Now they're going to that side. Let me see if I circle back around that way. If I can see them, because they're in the shallow. All right, there it is. Do you guys see it? Right there. Oh, it's reversed on this here. Let me know if you guys see it. It's right here, swimming around. They're tiny. They're literally like a foot and a half. Do you guys see it? Let me know if you see it. Yeah. Look at that. Baby sharks. Who knew, right? Like baby shark. There's 3 of them actually. There's 3 of them. These are black tip sharks. They're gonna grow to be bigger. But again, these sharks they're basically harmless. If I step 1 foot in this water right now, because I know many times when I show you guys videos of like baby sharks and black tip sharks, you'd say, wow, I would never get into that water. But I've showed you guys many times, the moment you step foot into the water, they're gone. They're gone. So I try not to disturb them. I try to watch them from a distance so you guys can see them. But they're so beautiful. On different islands, you will see I'll be walking alongside the beach, and they'll be swimming right alongside the beach in the shallows. As I'm walking, I'll show you. Different island has different characteristics, and you see different things. Look at all the fishes here. There it is over there. Maybe you guys get a better view of it now. It's swimming out. It's just circling. So obviously it's called a black tip shark because The fins, the dorsal fins, have a little black tip on it. They also have white tip sharks, but they're tiny and they're harmless. And of course, there's nurse sharks. The nurse sharks are much bigger, and again, they're also harmless. People come here to the Maldives to swim with these sharks. My wife and I did it um, the 3 times we came to the Maldives, and we're going to go again pretty soon, probably within a couple days. It is such an amazing experience to be surrounded by nurse sharks. They're so massive, they're so muscular, and they're not dangerous. They don't feel threatened. They are around humans all day, every day, because many people from around the world come here to experience this. So they're always around humans. And not once have they ever been an issue. So there's the baby shark right there just swimming around. Yeah, I would say that shark is probably about a foot, foot and a half. So beautiful. So we've seen a baby shark, we've seen a stingray, and it's only been 16 minutes since this live stream has started. 16 minutes. It didn't take long at all. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to see if I can find a nurse shark. Those are the bigger ones. Those you'll be able to see really easy. But I think because the locals are over there fishing on the dock, they're not going to come around on the dock when people are actually around there fishing. There'll be more around this area here. So that's why I'm looking. You guys can see the fishes here, right, in the water. The water's so clear. The water here is like crystal clear. And you'll see as the sun come up, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I've never seen such amazing waters. And again, my wife and I are full-time travelers. We have been all over the world, from the Philippines to Thailand, Bahamas, Belize, the Caribbean, like everywhere. And nowhere have I seen waters like this. It is crystal, crystal clear. Natural, low, like the slope. If I get into this water right now, water will probably be up to my waist, to my hips. And I can walk all the way out to that sign out there, and water will still remain at my hips. It's a slow, 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 gradual slope. That's what's beautiful about these islands and their beaches. And it's very inexpensive to be in a place like this, to vacation in a place like this. Over there, we're looking, you see that white building? That is a hotel. Let me see if I can go into my setting here, because on YouTube, camera, I think I have this flip mirrored. Okay, this is better. All right, that's better. Look how clear this water is. Doesn't even look like water. If you didn't see the ripples on top, that's how clear it is. And sometimes the water is so still here. So let's continue moving on. We're in hunt of the nurse sharks. I thought I saw one just now, but it's not. Let's take a walk on the beach. So the sun rises on this side of the island. It rises on the Bikini Beach. But look how calm the water is. This is every day here. And crystal clear. Again, I'm not sure if you're able to see it on camera, but I could see all the way out. The water's so shallow and clear. You see all the ripples of the sand under the water. We took you guys out yesterday with us to dinner. We had grilled fish I had nasi goreng. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's an Indonesian rice. It's like a fried rice with beef, chicken, carrots, all different types of vegetables combined. It's kind of like a Chinese fried rice, but like with a different taste to it. I do see a nurse shark right now. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it on camera. I doubt it because it's about 30 yards out. It's not a big one neither. But wait, it's coming this way. It's coming this way. Let's see if we can see it. Let's see if we can see it. Thank you guys for the hearts. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, it's turning away. Yeah, that one is going away. You guys won't be able to see it. So I'll continue going, moving on. Here is another hotel. We've showed you guys what the hotels look like on these local islands. Look how beautiful. This is like your typical Maldivian swing here. Well, like their chairs, this is what they sit on. You will see it all around the island. Look at these palm trees. Look how beautiful. Yes, this was the island Irina was excited to visit. It's called Fulidhoo. Here they have recycled for you to put plastic glass and soda cans and stuff. As you can see here, look how beautiful this hotel is. And they're building on all these local islands. You will always find construction because they're building rapidly. Look at this. How do you pronounce the name of this hotel?
Sorry?
How do you pronounce the name of this hotel?
Fresh coca.
Rush
Coca.
Kokum
Coca.
Koka. Oh, Rush Koka. Okay, that's the name of the hotel. What does that mean?
Rush is some kind of fish.
So Rush is a fish,
Yeah. Fish.
and Koka is what?
Coca, like the family name, because before they have one restaurant.
Uh-huh.
The Rush.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but then the Rush it's like a family name also.
Uh-huh. So it's a part family name and fish
Okay,
that you can
yeah,
find here.
because the symbol is a fish.
Ah, okay. So that's the actual fish?
Yeah, actually.
Really? Okay, so I just learned something. Thank you. So the fish is kind of turning, looking towards us, if you can see it. So this fish is called Rush. And the Koka that you see, the Kokaa, that is the family name. So they call the hotel Rush Koka Beach Villa. If you guys want to see what the rooms look like in here, we will be taking you to these rooms. Right now, they're booked out. Most of the hotels on this island right now are booked out. They're completely booked out. Even the hotel we're in is booked out. So in order for us to get access to show you guys what these rooms look like, obviously, we have to wait for people to check out. And sometimes the hotel managers or owners, they will kind of text Irene and they'll say, hey, we have a room available. If you guys are around, you can come in and see what it is. So when Irina gets that text message, we'll come and we'll show you if we're live. If we're not live, then we'll go in and we'll film it anyway because we have a travel guide. So all this information is being put into our Maldives budget travel guide. And I'm going to put that on YouTube and Facebook. You'll see the banner down below. It's livingtheglobe.net. If you want to know how to travel to the Maldives on a budget, definitely check out our budget guide. It is very extensive with information. We work with the hotel owners. We're not travel agents, but we work with the hotel owners to give you guys discounts. So not only are you going to be saving time, because we've done all the groundwork for you. We are here. We've been here last year. We got married here last year. Last year, we were here for a month. We came back 4 months ago. We were here for 2 months. We left. We went to Kuala Lumpur for 2 months, and we're back again 2 months later. Now we're here for 3 months. So in total of 2 years, this is our this is our, we're going to be here a total of 6 months. 6 months in the Maldives. And that's 6 months of creating information for you guys, getting all these hotels. My wife and I will go through every single hotel on every single island we visit. We will film the rooms to show you what the room types look like. We tell you the price, we tell you the ratings, we tell you what the mattress feels like. Is it soft? Is it hard? We tell you the Wi-Fi speed in the room. We tell you all the amenities it has in it. So you could think of us kind of like a booking.com, but way more extensive as far as information, much more personal. Because again, I challenge anyone to show me a booking site where they show you video footage of the room that you're trying to stay in. We're here taking videos of all the footage because, again, many times a lot of these booking websites, they have photos. So when you choose a hotel, when you go on vacation, you're looking at photos. Well, we have videos because we're in here. And it makes a difference because a lot of times these photos are Photoshop or they're outdated. One of two things. I've been in hotels that look very bright and nice in the photos. And when I got into the hotel room, it looks dark because they brighten it up in Photoshop. Or maybe they took the photo when the hotel first opened and everything was pristine and clean. And I get into the hotel and it looks like it's been run through. It's much older now. So they've just kept that photo up there. Look at all that school of fishes. Just, wow, they're so fast and they're jumping. Wow, look at that. Look how fast they are. Woo! Wow. It's because they feel me coming on the rocks. They feel the vibration of me walking. But you see how they go into this circular mode? Look, they're all here. A massive school of little fishes. And they're merging into another school. Normally, when you see school of fishes like this, there's normally either a shark or a stingray around. When you see them kind of moving around like this. So maybe we'll see something soon. And of course, this boy right here is making a whole bunch of noise. Wow, I didn't even realize I had 99 messages because I was scrolling to read your messages here. And again, guys, we're creating a community here on TikTok. All the information you're going to be seeing, you're going to learn something. We're here to educate you guys, to teach you, hopefully show you something you've never seen before. And again, especially because we know our demographic is 98% Americans that watch our TikTok. We know how Americans travel. I was raised in America, so. Oh, that is crazy. This bird right here, this crow, do you see it? This black crow? Oh no. Oh no. This black crow right here, he flew off of this tree that I just showed you. And that white bird that's in the water, he chased them and picked them and the bird fell into the water. Do you guys see that white bird in the water? And all the other crows are here around just hovering. And I think they know they might have pecked that bird and they're probably going to kill it because now that bird is just in the water and it can't fly because the feathers are now wet. So I think that's how they eat. I don't know. Like I would want to go into the water and pull that bird out the water, but I don't want to, this is nature. This is like what happens. Do you guys see that white bird in the water? I feel so sorry for it. This boy right here, he chased that bird in mid-flight and pecked it once. And the bird, look at the bird right here in the water floating. And it can't fly. It would have flew already, but it can't fly because the wings are wet. Do you guys think I should go get that bird? I mean, if I do that, then the crows are not going to be able to eat. That's how they hunt. But I feel so bad. Do you guys see that? Don't get it. Okay, you guys are telling me not to get the bird. Okay. Oh no, I feel so bad. And look at all the crows. They're right here waiting. They know that bird is already wounded or injured. And I'm sure if I leave this area, they will swoop down and pick that bird up out the water. Go get it. I'm not telling you not to. Oh, they're waiting to move in. Yeah. Oh, and these birds are so pretty, these white ones. Wow, I feel so bad. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I'll let the crows do their thing. Don't want to imbalance nature. This is how they live, this is what they do. And just because of my sympathy towards something I just saw, you see, the moment I move from there, you see how they're now moving to the edge? Let's take a look at what happens. Let's see what happens here. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to step back a little further because I don't think they're going to swoop in if they see me too close. So there you go. You see them moving. There's about 4 crows here, and the white bird is in the water and it's just floating. Yeah, I think I'm still a little bit too close. The crows don't trust me. So I'm going to move away. If I see them fly towards that direction of the bird, I have a feeling what's going to happen. It's going to swoop down, pick that bird up because the bird can't fly anymore, and it's going to like fly it off somewhere. And whenever you hear them start crowing, that's when you know like they've gotten the bird. So they flew away right now. All 4 of them just flew away. They're perched on the beach, and the bird is still right here. I've never seen that before, and it happened so quickly. Man, I feel so bad. Yeah, I know. It is a part of nature. All right, I'm going to move away from here because I do feel bad. I'm not going to lie. And I really, really want to go get that bird out the water because something is going to come down and swoop it pretty soon. But I'm going to move away so I don't see it. Look how clear. Mm-hmm. Yep. Look at him. He's circling. He sees it. He sees it. He's just circling. Look how clear this water is, guys. Look at that. And it's all sand. Do you notice that? And I want to ask you, how many times have you not gone on vacation to a tropical paradise place, wherever it might be, whether it's Bahamas or anywhere else, but the beach, the water is not, sometimes you have to deal with rocks or the water's too cold. That's another thing here in the Maldives. The water temperature stays very constant. Maldives is located like right on the equator. So the water temperature stays super constant no matter what time of year you come here, even if it's monsoon season. Look, here he goes. He's flying. He's gonna circle. He's looking. He's looking. He's flying really low. Boom. You see, he just made a pass at him. He just another. Okay, three more coming. They keep making passes. Here's another pass. He's gonna make another pass. He's low. Boom. He didn't pick him up. He didn't pick him up because the bird is still alive. So every time one of the crows come by, it flaps its wings, and the crows, these boys, they don't pick him. Maybe they'll wait till he drowns. But they're here. They're waiting. Some people are saying get the bird. Some people are saying leave the bird. But I'll leave it. I'll leave it because now it's at the point where it's so far out that if I go out there, water will probably be at my chest. I don't want to get that wet. When it first fell into the water, okay, here we go. Here we go. He's going at him. Nope. Oh, it's flying. It's flying. It's flying. It's flying. He's chasing him. He's chasing him. Look. He's flying. He's flying. Wow, he's actually chasing him. Here goes a second one coming in for the chase. Oh, he's gone. They're not going to catch him. They're not going to catch him. He's gone. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. They are chasing him. Oh, they want to catch him. There's no way that bird's going to get away. For a second, I thought he was going to be gone. You see, so there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 of them right now. And I think it fell back into the water because its wings are still wet. I can't see now because he's white. Let me just see if I can. Is he flying back this way? They're all flying back this way. So maybe it's flying back this way. Let me see. Wait, did they catch it? Nope, none of them have it. Ah, he got away. Yay, he got away. But they're still circling. They're still looking. That's crazy. That's insane. He got away. I wasn't expecting that one. Good hunting, guys. Maybe next time. Wow, we actually saw a bird hunt. And it's funny because those white birds, they usually fly in a flock. It's very rare that you see them alone. Maybe that's why the crows were targeting them. Well, that one because it was by itself. If you guys are commenting right now, unfortunately, this is what happens in the morning times. For me, I can't see my phone because the sun just washes out the screen completely. But again, I encourage you guys to join my page. I will show you some wild stuff here in the Maldives. So a local boat is just approaching the harbor right now. It's called a doni. On that boat, that's kind of a local boat. There are speedboats here. That boat, my wife and I will be taking you guys with us. We are going sunset fishing one of these days, probably before we leave this island. I'm sure before we leave this island. We're going to take you guys sunset fishing. So what happens during sunset fishing is that we take you they go about maybe 10 to 15 minutes off the island and they drop anchor. And we drop line and we catch my wife. Really, she's the one. She has that, that lady luck. She will catch red snapper, white snapper, yellow snapper, barracuda. Like the last time we went sunset fishing, she caught about 9 fishes. I caught about 4. So it's a really cool experience. And again, we're going to take you guys with us. That's why there's so much to show you. We highly recommend you follow our page on TikTok and of course, subscribe on YouTube. And we also ask, because my wife told me the other day while we were live streaming, she said, if we could get to 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to take you guys to a private island, to a private resort. Now, when we say private resort, that is where you will find the overwater bungalows. That's where you will find the seaplanes and the beachfront villas. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, let's hold her to her words. Head over to our YouTube channel, Living the Globe, and subscribe. And I encourage you to watch some of our videos there. We have so many videos on the Maldives, on local island. And again, as full-time travelers, we've traveled over the world, probably over 56, 60 countries, if not more by now. I don't keep track of that. Many people ask how many countries you've traveled. We really don't keep tabs on it like that. But we've been traveling full-time for about, 5 years now? But slow travel. We don't travel fast. We don't go to a country for a week and then off to the next country. We don't do that. We usually stay the minimum 1 month. And like when we were living in Thailand, we stayed there 9 months. We stayed in Portugal for 3 months. Let's see if we see anything over here. And all along, we give you information on how to travel to these places. Nope, I don't see no nurse sharks here. That's what we're looking for. That's the only thing we haven't seen so far. I saw one, but it was too far out for you guys to see it. But so far, since I've been live streaming, I've showed you guys stingrays. I've showed you guys a baby black-tip shark. And we've actually seen a crow attack another bird. So a lot going on. Here's another hotel. People are having breakfast. Breakfast usually starts at 8 o'clock. It is now 7:50. In some hotels, they start breakfast at 4:30. So this hotel is called Luau. We're going to be staying in this hotel within the next couple days. I think tomorrow we move into this hotel. And we're going to show you what it looks like. We're going to show you what our room looks like. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful hotel. And again, keep in mind, like I mentioned before, our live stream is very engaging. We love having the community. We love when people ask questions. We know that there's times that you know, it's not everything you see you've seen before. There's no such a thing as a ridiculous question. And we're very engaging. We like to answer and have conversations with you guys. Unfortunately, right now, if you are commenting, I can't see my screen, so I can't engage with your questions. If I'm going to get to maybe a shaded area, and I will be able to then go back in and answer some of your questions. So I'm going to show you what the Doni looks like. It's a beautiful boat. Look at that. The 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 um the boat my wife and I took to this island, we paid $1.60 to come to this island. $1.60 we paid to come to this island, and it was 2 hours away. $1.60. Where have you been on vacation that you went from one destination to the next without taking the subway? Because sometimes even the subway is more than that, depending on what city you're in. And we traveled 2 hours and we paid $1.60. And this is the Maldives. This is what you're seeing. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of my screen now. Maybe those blackbirds want because the white bird's in its territory. Yeah, that's possible. That's definitely possible. Sure, I'll show you what the Doni looks like. This island, if you want to know just how, I see a blacktip shark. I mean, a blacktip baby shark. Remember I told you how close they come to the shore? Can you guys see it? It's right there in the shallows. Look, it's going up right to the shore. Look, do you guys see it? Look, right to the shore. I'm not gonna go down there because if I go there, it's gonna see my shadow and it's gonna leave. And I'd rather watch it from here. But do you guys see? Let me see if I can see. Yeah, it's going away. But they come right to the shallow, literally right to the shadow. They come shallow. So this Doni here, they use it as a dive boat. As you can see, all the tanks are there. They're going out probably on a dive excursion with some people in a little bit. So they're pulling up, they're getting all the tanks ready, they're putting together everything, fins. So they're going to be picking people up in just a few, and they're going to take them out diving. This is what happens all day, every day here in the Maldives. It is an amazing place to dive. Amazing. I'm now looking for stingrays. I'm sure they probably won't be on this side because the boat is here. So they won't be on this side, but they'll probably be on the other side. We saw 3 this morning when I started this live stream. And they're massive too. And as I mentioned before, if you're just joining, this island is known for stingrays. There are many people that come from many islands to this specific island. And right there where I can still see the baby shark, it's right there next to the edge of the water. Let me go back because now it's much closer. These people are going out snorkeling. Do you guys see it? There it is. Look how close to the shallow it comes. It's small. It's a small, small shark. And I see a stingray also. The stingray is just hanging out in the bottom though. Oh, look at a big one right here. Look. You guys see it? Let me go around the other side. But you know why it's here, right? You see the guy cleaning the fish? That's why it's here. Look at the stingray, guys. How beautiful is that? So many people again come to this island. They come right here to this area. They kneel down into the water because it's so shallow, and all the stingrays, they all come around you, and your tour guides, they will stand above here on this platform, and they'll be looking down, taking photos of you from the top with the stingrays all around you. We did that the first year we came to the Maldives here. We came to this island. You can visit this island via day trip. So if you're on, say, Mafushi, one of the busiest islands, you can plan to come here, and this is a stop they make. Look at that. Oh, look how big he is. So right now, I'm actually seeing about 5 stingrays. You guys probably are not, because they're a little bit deeper in the water, and it just looks like a dark circle. And the glare from the water, you might not be able to see it. But yeah, they're around. They're all here. The baby shark is really close now. You guys see it now? There it is. It's going into the sun. It's a black tip. And here's another one right below me, smaller one. And the stingray is right out in front of the shark right there. Again, they're staying low, the stingrays, but this morning they were right on top of the water. But remember, when I tell you there are islands that you could literally be walking on the shore right alongside the beach, and you'll have a baby shark like I'm showing you right now. He's coming right towards us, small. This is what you'll be walking right next to. Look how close he comes up to the shore. He's literally like 6 feet away from the actual sand area. Look at it. It's right here. And you see it all the time. And I can't stress it enough. I have never seen a baby shark until I came to the Maldives. Look, there's 2 of them right here. 2 of them. Look how it comes right up to the shallows. Look how shallow it comes. You guys see it? And right now it's detecting my shadow, so it makes these like really sporadic moves. If I stomp my feet, it scatters, it's gone. So again, for those of you who think, oh my gosh, like shark, I'll never get into that water, they don't want to have anything to do with us. The moment I would step foot in that water, the shark would be gone. It would be gone. Whether it's a black tip or it's a white tip, or even a nurse shark. But you see, they're gonna be around here now. There's 2 of them. Why? Because you see the fisherman throwing scraps of fish. He just threw the fish head in. So what's going to happen is that they know this, and they're going to start coming around, and they're going to start feeding. But you see the fish head sinking to the bottom. I don't see any of them yet. Maybe the stingrays come around first. Up, here we go. Nurse shark, stingray. Here we go. Nope, this is a black tip shark, but look how bigger this one is. You guys see that? Please tell me you see that. And he's going right up to the shallows. He's going right up to the shallows. That's a bigger black tip shark. That's about maybe 3 feet. But look at the stingray. They're coming for food. So here he's cleaning the fish he caught this morning. And then they know they're here. It's a free meal for them. Look how beautiful. Look how the stingrays come right up to the shore. Yep, it just ate the fish head that was dropped there earlier. So pretty. And there's one right out there, but he's not coming closer. He's at the bottom. There's another baby shark. And there's the bigger black tip shark there. There you could see him much better. You see how much bigger he is than the baby ones? Way bigger. And they come right up to the shore. Look, you're going to see his fin pop out the water in a second. That's how shallow he is. So here he comes right towards us. Such a beauty. Here he is. Look at that. So beautiful. Like I could watch this all day. But it's much better when you're in the water with them. So much better. How you doing?
Two phone is connected.
Huh?
Two phone is connected.
Yeah.
No, this one is connected. This one is not.
Yeah, this one's connected. This one is TikTok
Uh-huh.
and this one is Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
It's one of the locals. Here's the fish. He's cleaning. So as I mentioned, this boat is going out with the divers. So you have some people. You'll notice there are a lot of Asians on this island right now. Currently, they make up majority of the tourists right now. In the Maldives, it times change depending on the season. Sometimes you'll find more Russians. Sometimes you'll find more people from Spain. Sometimes you'll find more Germans. Some islands only attract Italians. So on that specific island, you will only find Italian tourists. So it's so diverse here. It really is. And why that is, I have no idea. But I think what they said is that sometimes travel agents or people that come to the Maldives, like for example, okay, so I'm from the US, right? So I come to the Maldives, I discover this island, Fulidhoo. So what happens is I'm like, oh my God, it's so affordable here. And I go and I make connections with the hotel and I say, hey, listen, I have a lot of people I can bring you from the US. Could you give them a good rate? So they give me what's called kind of like a travel agent rate. And then I go back to the US after I'm done with my vacation and I start planning and bringing people together. Then all of a sudden, I'll bring a group of, 30, 40 people, 100 people to the island. Now, the island, this particular island, will be filled with people from the US. So that's how I think it all kind of matures and comes about. I wonder if this is a full day dive or a half day. So they're going to be doing some snorkeling too. It looks like diving and snorkeling. Yeah, I think they're Italian. How are you? Where are you guys coming from? Yeah, Italy. Oh, nice. Enjoy. You're welcome. Okay, so they're Italians. So again, you get a nice mixture. A lot of Europeans come here. A lot of Europeans, not a lot of Americans. And I've heard that from hotel owners. I've heard it from many people, even these guys that do tour operators. They said we get Americans, but they're very, very little amount of Americans that come to the Maldives. I know why, and I'm trying to change that right now by just educating you guys. I'm not trying to book a group or I'm not trying to do what a travel agent does, but what my wife and I are trying to do is give you guys the information, put it together all in one place that you guys can make a really good informed information on how to get here and what to do when you get here and how to do it and how to save a crap load of money when you come. So that's what we're trying to do because we understand there's a market for this. And I say it before, and you'll always hear me say it in the live streams. The only thing that separates these people that we just saw got onto this boat from you sitting watching this behind this phone is that they know and you don't. That's all that separates them because it's very affordable. It's way more affordable than when you guys take your vacations to Miami, to Tulum, Mexico, to the Bahamas, to Hawaii. Forget about Hawaii. We lived in Hawaii for 3 years. We know how expensive it is to bring your family to Hawaii. And for what? Hawaii is beautiful. I will never take anything away from Hawaii. But this is another level. This is another level. And here, uh, Maldivians are very welcoming. Maldivians are very welcoming. While we lived in Hawaii, we had many people reached out to us. We created over 300 vlogs on Hawaii when we lived there for 3 years. And many people reach out to us and say, is it true that Hawaiians don't like tourists? Hawaiians, I'm saying, Hawaiians. The locals, they don't like tourists. There's something to that. And I was wondering why that was the case when we first moved there. Why are so many people asking? I heard that Hawaiians really don't like tourists. There's a reason for that. I don't want to get into that on this live stream, but there's a reason for it. Here in the Maldives, they welcome you with open arms. They love tourists. And again, it's only since 2009 that they started allowing tourism to come to these local islands. Only since 2009. How recent is that? Before, no tourist can ever step foot on the Maldivian sand on these local islands. You can go to a private island that existed for a while in the distance there. I don't know if you guys could see it between the boats. There's a private island right over there. I know because it has overwater bungalows. You're not going to find overwater bungalows on a local island like this, but you get culture and you get like amazing, like it's amazing budget. Again, my wife and I are staying in a hotel on this island right now for $50 a night, and it includes breakfast. When was the last time you went on vacation and breakfast was included in your hotel and you paid $50? Because best believe they include that in the price. When they say, oh, it comes with breakfast, they already factored that in the price because they're not in the business to lose money. But here in the Maldives, it's just a different vibe. Like, this is where you should be vacationing. And I know the only reason why there are not a lot of Americans that come to the Maldives, and I know, again, because I've lived in the United States all my life, is because people in the United States don't like to travel far. Maldives is far. It's for you to get here. When we flew from out of New York, it took us 22 hours. It took us 22 hours to get to this paradise. And the mindset of Americans is that I don't want to travel 1 hour more than I have to. I get 7 days off for my vacation for the year. I don't need to spend 2 days on travel and 5 days of vacation. So what do? They go to the closest spots. They go to Miami. They go to Mexico. And let me tell you, I don't know how many of you have ever been to Mexico lately on vacation. Mexico is no longer affordable. Mexico, they're bugging with their prices. They're crazy with their prices. Mexico will never get another dime out of me and my wife. Now Mexico is comparable to the US. And for what? Because the water in Mexico, like in Tulum, is not like this. You're not going to see stingrays. You're not going to see mantas. You're not going to see baby sharks. You're not going to see nurse sharks right off the dock as you're walking on the beach. You're not going to see none of this. You're not going to get white powdery sand in Tulum. You might get really nice and bougie hotels, but that's about it. But best believe you're going to spend a fortune for it. Over $1,000. For what? Their beach has sea moss all over it. You go the wrong season, you're done. If you didn't do your research to know that what season to go when they don't have a lot of seagrass, you're done. Because the beach will not be accessible. You will not be able to go on the beach. Why do we go on vacation? Why do we spend thousands of dollars as Americans for vacation? We go because we want the sun, the palm trees, the beach, the ocean. This water temperature is like bath water. You don't have to go and dip your toe into it to get acclimated to it. You just jump right into this water. It is like bath water, and it stays like this all year round. It fluctuates by a few degrees. Maldives is special for so many reasons. I can't begin to tell you. And I know so many of you through our YouTube channel that's seen our video that you guys love snorkeling. You guys are always asking, where can we go to see really amazing snorkeling? Here, right here in the Maldives. Again, I've gone snorkeling so many times here in the Maldives. You jump off this boat in the middle of that ocean. My friends, it's like you've been dropped into a tropical fish tank. Number one, the clarity of the water is incredible. I've never seen anything like that in my life. The amount of fishes, colorful fishes, all different sizes, right before your eyes. You could like literally reach out to them. They're right in front of your mask. They come right in front of you, they're all around you. Like, what more than that? That's it right there. That's what we pay for. That's what we pay the money for. And I'm sure if I was to show you guys footage of what these things look like, you guys wouldn't mind spending thousands of dollars to come to vacation because you're doing it anyway. When you go to Mexico and when you go to Hawaii, you're paying this money as Americans. Let's keep it 100. But it doesn't have to be that amount. And that's literally what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't have to pay that amount. That hotel I just showed you over there, you could pay as little as $100 a night, including breakfast. They give you snorkeling gear so you can walk right out on the beach on the front and snorkel right in this water. Again, just from off the dock here. Look, I'm showing you stingrays. Look at the stingray. There's so many fishes down here. You can't it's crazy. Whale shark. If you've never swam with a whale shark before, that is a most amazing experience. Those two, actually four people, six, let me see, one, two, three, four. There's five of them right now going out on that boat. They're probably going to do some type of excursion. Come on. TikTok wants me to verify this live stream, and I'm trying to get this puzzle verified to continue. Okay, verification complete. Sorry for that if the screen went blank. I wanted to visit Zanzibar. I've changed my mind about that. Time is similar. Yes, I heard Zanzibar is beautiful too, but Zanzibar, not for nothing, correct me if I'm wrong, but Zanzibar kind of just popped up on the radar for tourism. So for us, that's kind of like, I don't want to use the word sketchy, but it kind of makes me wonder, like, how has it not been a place where people would go for vacation a long time ago? So what that leads me to believe, when you see all these video clips of water like this in Zanzibar, look at that massive black tip shark there. It's probably just a small part of Zanzibar that you're able to see, like the crystal clear waters. Sometimes that happens. You know, they promote it, they push it. Influencers go there, they post it on their social media. We see it and we're like, oh, Zanzibar, we got to go to Zanzibar. But again, maybe it's a tiny part of Zanzibar that you're able to get that lifestyle. But once you step out of there, there's nothing. So would you fly all the way there to experience a small portion of what you see on social media? You have to be careful when you see things like that. Because again, how has it not been on the bucket list for many people until recently? Again, influencers, people who go to these islands, and content creators, they're showing you the beauty of the island, which is great because a lot of times you didn't know it exists and you put it on your bucket list. It happens all the time. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here, except I'm doing it live. I'm showing you live. So what you see is what you get. With us, we don't sugarcoat anything. We don't make anything better than really what it is. So it's important that you know that. And we tell you the prices. We got receipts for you. Look at that beautiful stingray. Oh, he lost his tail. He doesn't have a tail. It's funny how they sit right in the bottom and they just chill there. Oh, here comes another one. I think they're eating the fish that was thrown there. Really nice. There's another one here. Are there any boats coming in later on from Mafushi? No, not today. Maybe. They come later? Yeah. Look how close to the shore the stingray comes. Look at that. They go right up on shore. So this is where they always are when they come from other islands. When people come from other islands and you take photos with them, this is what you'll get. You see, it skidooed because it saw my shadow move. When I did this, it saw my shadow move and it just like darted out the way. But yeah, they'll come right up here to the shallows and you can take photos with them. But again, in the Maldives here, this is what it is, right? It's located in the middle of the Indian Ocean. There's over 1,200 islands. 200 of them have people on it that live on it. Nothing changes. It's all the same. It's island after island, but every island is different. So on your vacation, you could literally visit 3, 4 islands. And the really cool thing about it is this. I can take a day trip tour if I wanted to a private island. So if I want to feel what a private island feels like the vibes on a private island, but I don't have thousands of dollars to spend going to that island, I could take a day trip. I get one of these boats. They'll drive me out to the private island. I pay about $100 to $120, and I can go to a private resort. For that $120, this is what I get. Number one, I get access to that. I get full access to that private island. I get lunch. And if I go early enough, I'll get breakfast and I get drinks. So the money that you're spending is not just to get on the island. Then you have to purchase food and purchase drinks. That $120, sometimes it's more, sometimes it's $150, depending on how far away the island is from the island you're staying. Because remember, it takes fuel from these boats to get to that island. So that $120, $150 includes your transfer to and from that island. It includes food and it includes drink. They try to do that in Tulum, Mexico. In Tulum, I don't know how many of you guys have been to Tulum lately, but in Tulum, you can't access the beach unless you go through a beach club. Do you see how they're monopolizing on the beach in Mexico? That's crazy to me. So for those of you who don't know, let's just assume this is Tulum. This is the beach. This is the ocean. Where this tree line is, it will be lined off with boutique hotels. Hotels where you're spending hundreds up to thousands of dollars per night to stay there. If you come to Tulum and you're like, you know what? I don't have the budget to stay in these hotels, but I want to access the beach. There's only one way that I know about, and this was 2 years ago when I was in Tulum. There is a part of the beach that you can access, but you have to walk all the way to the end, and you can then access the beach without going through a hotel. But for you to get onto this beach, you have to go through the main entrance of the hotel. Then they want to charge you. I forgot what the amount was, but I think when I went there last, they wanted to charge me $75 to access the beach. This is a public beach, but the hotels have made it private because they're charging you to go on it. I don't want to be in the hotel. I have nothing to do with that hotel. I have my hotel somewhere else. I just want to come to the beach and lay out. You have to pay. They will charge you $50, $75, but what they do is the same thing, kind of like here. When you pay that $50 or $75, they're telling you, oh, but that money is not only to access the beach, you can now eat and drink that amount of money at our restaurant. But you see how they're monopolizing on the beach. They know you're here for the beach. They know you're not here for their restaurant, but they're going to charge you to access the beach. And then in return, they'll say, oh, but the money you're spending, it won't go in vain. You're going to get to eat and drink. So that's how they monopolize in Mexico. It's crazy. Now, Playa del Carmen is not like that. Playa del Carmen, we lived there for, I think it was 4 months. We lived in Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen, the beach is accessible. But I heard things are changing. They're looking to change that. They're looking to do the same thing that Tulum is doing. That would be a massive shame if they did that. That's why I tell you people, so Mexico will never see another dime from us. Maybe we pass through because maybe we go to Belize or something like that, but we're not trying to stay there. We're passing through. We're done with Mexico. All right, guys, it is now 8:29, 8:30 a.m. for me. I've started doing this. I'm trying to create a schedule. Again, this is only our 7th day here in the Maldives. We're going to be here for 3 months, my wife and I. And we're going to take you to over 30 islands, all of them so different. Some of them have beach parties at night. Some of them, instead of seeing tree lines like this, you're going to see hotels. Massive hotels. I showed you guys that just yesterday, day before yesterday. We were on that island, but we're going back to that island because it's the most popular island. And we need to get some work done there. Again, we're creating a travel guide for you guys. If you guys visit livingtheglobe.net, you'll see the travel guides we have so far on the Maldives. Super thorough. But I'm trying to develop a schedule as we go along. We did say we're going to go live every day, twice a day. I walk around with you doing sunrise, and then my wife and I come back again and we do sunset. Sunset yesterday was amazing. For any one of you who was with us during sunset, it was incredible. The sky was red. It was beautiful. Sunsets here are amazing. And again, if you guys want to support us, it doesn't cost you a dime. Head over to our YouTube channel, check out some of our videos, subscribe, help us get to 50K. We're at 46K. If we get to 50K while we are here in the Maldives in the 3 months, we're going to take you guys to a private island. Again, it's not in our plans to visit a private island this 3 months. We've done it before when we were here 4 months ago. We visited 3 private islands. This time we said we're going to do 3 months and all we're doing is local islands. We're showing you guys the budget side of the Maldives. But my wife opened up her mouth and she said, if we get to 50K, we're going to take you guys to a private island. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you guys help us get to 50K, we're going to be streaming the entire day. The entire day we're going to be streaming live on a private island. And it's a totally different vibe than what you're seeing here on a private island. Totally different. Oh, they have a stage here. Really cool. I never noticed this. So they do performances and stuff here. Not in this live stream, but in other live streams. We are on this island for a week. So whenever you hear us say, there's a dive shop right here. Whenever you hear us say we're on an island for a week, it's because we are filming. We're going to all the hotels. We're filming the room. We're going to the dive shops. We're getting their information. We're going to every single restaurant and we're scanning their menus. Again, we know as Americans, we have dietary restrictions. Some people are vegan. Some people are vegetarian. Some people are plant-based. So when you come to this island, I'm sure you would want to know, is there anything for me to eat there? Because I'm not going there if they don't have something to support my diet. We got all that information to you. My wife will go to every single restaurant on the island, from the smallest to the biggest, from the least popular to the most popular. And we will scan every single page on their menu. And we include that in our travel guide on our website. Here's a small little boutique hotel. Look how tiny this hotel is. Maybe it has like, I don't know, 10 rooms, 12 rooms, if that. But it's beautiful. And this is what we call affordable luxury. You get everything in these hotels. You get air conditioning. You have ceiling fans. You have a refrigerator. You have a safety deposit box. You have everything. And again, that's our standards as American, right? Like we want to make sure my hotel, it has to say, I don't know how many of you use it, but it's a standard that we want to see, that we expect to see as Americans. We expect air conditioning when we travel as Americans. Ceiling fans, that might be a little bonus, but normally an air conditioner will do the trick. A lot of these rooms get ice cold, because the air conditioner is really big. It's not these little rinky-dinky air conditioners. They're big air conditioners. So again, having that American mentality as far as what we expect when we travel, you can come to the Maldives and you can get it. If you're a backpacker and you're watching this, they got that for you too. You can get hotels as low as $20, $15 a night. Literally $15 a night. You can get a hotel in the Maldives on any one of these local islands if you wanted to. So you're telling me you can't travel to this place on a budget? Damn right you can. Yes, the American standards. Absolutely. And in all honesty, it might be a little entitlement as well. You know, as Americans, we're spoiled. Let's just be 100% here for a second. As Americans, I think we all agree we're spoiled. we're spoiled in the fact that in America, anything we possibly want, we could get. And not only that we could get it, but we can get it fast. When we want it now. Fast food, everything. You want clothing, you want electronics, order it on Amazon, it comes in your mail the next day. Like anything we want, we can get it so fast. And you don't realize just how crazy that is till when you visit countries and you realize, whoa, like things don't come that fast. Yesterday, for example, when we ate at the restaurant here, my wife and I, we were live streaming. It took an hour or over an hour, I should say, for us to get our meal. Now, in all fairness, the restaurant we ate at was packed. It was slammed. Some tables had 6 people, some tables had 10 people. So it's a staff of maybe 2 chefs and maybe 1 sous chef. So 3 people working in the kitchen. It took us over an hour for us to get our meal. Now, when you think about that as an American, you're like, after about 20 minutes, you're like, okay, this is taking too long. What's going on? You start like looking for the waiter and say, hey, you got my order for my food? Because you're like, how is it that I don't have my food yet? But when you're in island time and you're in other places, other countries, it doesn't work like America. But of course, we have that in us. So we're like, hey, what's going on here? Something is wrong. And you have to, take a step back and be like, oh, okay, I'm not in America. I'm on island time. I need to chill. And that's when you realize like, oh crap, like I'm really like, I want my food and I want it already. Like if I was back home, I would have been eating. I would have been out of this restaurant already. Like that's crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? But it's the reality. It's the reality. So sometimes we have to check ourselves and be like, yo, I know we're Americans and we get things when we want it. But when you go to other countries, it don't necessarily work like that. Thank you so much, Kath. So again, my wife and I are here. We're slippers on the ground. Wear your slippers on the ground. We will show you the beauty of the Maldives on a budget. We have all the receipts. You guys, again, we have some disbelievers sometimes, and I get it. I get it. But we walk into hotels. You'll see me. I'll be live streaming and I'll walk randomly into a hotel. I'll say, excuse me, how much is it a night at this hotel? And he'll be like $60. I'm like, including breakfast. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walk out. And I'm like, you see? I don't have to make things up. I don't have to make numbers up. I don't have to lie to make things seem better than what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And of course, my wife and I, as content creators, we have a YouTube channel. We have TikTok. We have Instagram. We have Facebook. But, I know also there are times now where content creators don't necessarily get the benefit of the doubt. Because some content creators only want to show you just the beautiful parts. They just want to show you the beautiful crystal waters, and they're taking all these amazing photos. And not to take anything away from content creators, because we're content creators as well. But we just hit it from a different angle. We come at you from a different angle. We're trying to show you that you can trust us, that we're not just the glitz and the glamour and, oh, look how amazing, and they're living such an amazing life. Because we tell you, there are times my wife and I will be on islands like this for a week, and we would never step foot in the water. We would never go to the beach, and we're on this beautiful, pristine island for a week. Why? Because we're working. We're working. If this island had 20 hotels, we would go into every single hotel and film the room. If it had 16 restaurants, we would go to every single restaurant and scan their menus. If they have 10 dive shops, we go into every dive shop and get their prices for you, for the travel guide. So we're working. We're literally working. But we enjoy what we do. And I don't want, sometimes people be like, oh, you guys need to relax and enjoy yourselves. Yes, I do understand we need to relax and enjoy ourselves. But we get to that point where we're like, okay, we're like working a little bit too hard. We need to kind of slam the brakes a little bit and then just kind of enjoy a few hours. And we'll go out into the ocean. We'll swim for about an hour, relax maybe for another hour. And we're back on the grind again, because that's what we do. That's our mindset. right? For you coming here, it'll be totally different. For you, you work your butts off when you're back home. You get 1 week off, 2 weeks off vacation a year. So you're working all the time. So when you come here, it's all relaxation. There is zero work. I mean, in this day and age, you probably still have to check your emails or whatever. Well, that's why we check the Wi-Fi speed in every hotel also, to make sure that you have good Wi-Fi, and make sure you choose the hotel that's going to give you Wi-Fi if you need to get work done while you're away on vacation. So we make sure we take care of that as well. Again, we understand the mindsets of Americans. We need to get things done all the time. We're always on the clock. Even when you think we're not on the clock, we're on the clock. And when we get in a situation where we need to get things done and we can't because the facility or the area we are in is limited, we get frustrated. That's why we try to give you as much information so you can make the best decision possible. And when you come to places like this, you'll be good to go. I know I can come to Fulidhoo Island. Living the Globe told me. I saw the restaurants. I saw the hotels. The hotel I like, they said the Wi-Fi speed is this amount. That's way more than enough that I need. I just need to check my email. So now you're making a very educated decision on where you want to stay and how you want to spend your time and what you want to do, if that makes sense. And as I mentioned before, on our YouTube channel, we have probably now about 700 videos, if not more. 700 videos on our YouTube channel. Every single one of them, from our first travel video ever, which was in Mexico. It was in Playa del Carmen, our first YouTube video. And our first YouTube video was what does a Costco cost in Playa del Carmen, Mexico? So we went grocery shopping because we lived in Playa del Carmen for 6 months. So as soon as we got there, we got our condo, we rented a condo, and we went grocery shopping and we filmed it. That was our very first YouTube video. And we showed you what we bought in Costco. And we told you the price of everything and how it compares to the United States. So again, from our very first video to our very last current video, you will learn something. You will learn something, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to to teach you guys the difference with places around the world, because you guys are just not there. And it's not that you don't know these places exist, but you might not know to like what extent and how much things cost. And that's important for a lot of people. I want to know how much things cost before I get there. I don't want to get there and then later on I found out it's expensive or it's out of my budget, or I can't do a lot of things because I didn't know it was expensive. You know where that happened to us? That happened to us in Alaska. My wife and I love cruising. We have a lot of cruise videos on our YouTube channel. We went to Alaska. We did not know how expensive Alaska was until we got there. All the helicopter rides that you could take onto glaciers, all the boat rides you could take to go and stand on a glacier, the whale shark, if you want to go see whales in Ketchikan and places like that in Alaska, it's costing you hundreds of dollars to do that. If you want to take the train, there's a specific train that runs from off the cruise ship dock. It runs through, I think, up to like Canada area or something like that. And it's a beautiful scenery. It's a beautiful like vintage train. If you want to take that, that's close to $1,000 per person. We had no idea. So what did we do while we were on that vacation? We just walked around town. Because everything was really out of our budget. That was the only time we went on a trip. It's not a vacation because we don't do vacations. We're like, we travel full time. So we're always from one place to the next. But that is the only time we traveled somewhere and did not understand just how expensive it was to do things. But we relayed that message to you as we were vlogging. We were telling you, look at how much it costs to get on this train. Look at how much it costs to go see the whales. If you want to go, they have like a bear trail that you can go on with an excursion. That costs a lot of money too. So pretty much for the whole cruise, we were just pretty much in town walking around where they have all the souvenir and the touristy stuff. Once I think we went around to a national park, and we were able to just kind of cut loose and walk in our own direction and our own path. and we had to get back at a certain time. That was about it. But again, it's all informational. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is our YouTube channel is all information. And so many people that have watched our YouTube channel have reached out to us and told us. You could read the comments. You don't even have to watch the video. Just read the comments and you'll see the comments. Thank you so much. I took my family on this trip because you mentioned it and you gave your personal recommendation. We had an amazing time. Thank you so much. We get that all the time. And I'm not saying that to boast. I'm not saying that to brag. It is just a fact, because that is what we do. We give you value. I can't be here, and as you can see now, I'm not even showing my face. Why should you be looking at my face? You should be looking at what I'm looking at, what you could be looking at. So even something as minor as you not looking at my face, you're just hearing my voice and I'm walking around and showing you what I'm seeing. That tells you, like, I can't be here on social media and it's all about me. It's not about me. It's about you. If I want you to come to this island and I'm showing you the beauty of the island, why would I have the camera and showing you my face? That doesn't do anything for you. It has to be this way for you to appreciate what it is that I am seeing, if that makes sense. I've been seeing couples posting about the Maldives, and what went on my mind was super rich people, right? Again, people try to position themselves because I'm in the Maldives. Like, literally, people will be on a local island like this and they'll be spending 50, 60, $80 a night. But when they take their photos and their videos on the beach, I'm in the Maldives. They just say the Maldives. And when you hear the Maldives, they're like, wow, those people must be wealthy. Like, that's so cool. Look at the beach, how beautiful it is. They don't tell you that they're on Fumala or Fulidhoo or Digura or Razdu. They don't tell you that they're on local islands. They don't want you to know that they're here on the Maldives on a budget. They're gatekeeping. They want you to see all the beautiful photos of them swimming with whale sharks and all that beautiful stuff, stingrays. They want you to see that, but they don't want you to know that they're spending $50 or maybe even $30 a night to stay on this island. They don't want you to see that. They just want to show you the beauty. That's gatekeeping. We don't do that. We're on the opposite end of the spectrum. You'll never get that from us. I'm just staying here under the tree, by the way, going back and forth because I'm able to kind of read your comments. Otherwise, if I go out in the sunshine, the screen will just go blank on me. So we're not trying to position ourselves wealthy. And I've said it many times, even when we were on private islands, we tell you how much we spend on private islands. And I want to tell you something, my friends. When we go to a private island, we're not spending thousands of dollars. We're not. We know how to find private resorts more on a budget side. And we've showed you that on our YouTube channel. We showed you what private islands are great for budget. You can get a private island, my friends, for $200 a night. And that goes right in line with what you're spending anyway when you go on vacation. And on the lower end too, because most of us, when we go on vacation from the US, we're spending $200, $250, $300 a night for hotels, if not more. So it's right along with what we spend. So why can't you come here and spend that money? You're going to get so much more for your value. Another big hang-up for people from the United States, English. People from the US, one of the top 3 questions that we get all the time from people from the US when they see us in foreign countries, they ask, do they speak English? Why? Because as Americans, we don't want to go somewhere that we can't communicate with people. That's a big disadvantage for us for whatever reason. We want to go to a place where we're able to communicate with people and we can get things done. We're not about the struggles. And again, that could be a form of entitlement because we want to go to some place where they speak English. And if I need to get something done, I can speak to anyone I see and I can ask a question and I'll get the answer. Here in the Maldives, if you must know, majority of the people speak English. Majority. If you approach an older person, and when I say older, I mean older in the sense of grandmother, grandfather age group, not so much. Not so much. You might get a few of them that can speak a little bit of English, but not so much. The younger generation now, like, the ones that are in their 30s, early 40s and below, speak English. You have no problems. The people who are in your hotel, they speak English. The people who are in the restaurants, they speak English. The people who are in the local shops, they speak English. So for Americans, going to a country that they speak English is important to us. Now, I'm not saying it's all the time because some people want that cultural experience where they have to figure things out. For us, that's a part of it. That's why we can't wait to go to Japan. Japan is highly on our bucket list, but we have to plan carefully when we go to Japan because the visa situation. And we also heard that in Japan, you get 3 months visa, but then you can't come back into the country for 3 months. And if we do go to Japan, it will be for 3 months. But we want to plan it the right way. We want to make sure that we go to the places in Japan that are like really nice and we get that cultural experience. We want to be in Japan where no one or very, very, very little people speak English and we have to find our way around. We have to learn how to take subways. We have to learn how to take transports to go to different places and not speak, no one speaking English. I've never been in a situation like that in my life, in all honesty. And believe it or not, my friends, as full-time travelers, I'll be the first one to tell you, there are many countries that you might think don't speak English, and they speak English very well. Very well. English is a massive language that's spoken throughout the world. For example, when we went to Cambodia, I was like, all right, this is going to be a language barrier. Language barrier in Cambodia? So many people speak English. So many people speak English in Cambodia. It blew my mind. Vietnam? Yes, there are a lot of people that don't speak English. A lot. But there are also a lot of people, to our surprise, that spoke English. We didn't have a problem when we went to Vietnam. We've been to Vietnam 4 times already. Never had a problem communicating with people. Whether you're out on the streets, excuse me, how do I get to such and such market? How do I get to this place? How do I get to that place? They're like, go this way. Basic English, but enough for you to understand and you can get what you want. You get the answers you want. So many places speak English around the world. Thailand, of course, English. These beautiful palm trees. They have bats on this island, so it's like fruit bats. Many of these islands have bats. It's really cool to see them come out in the evening and they pick up all the fruits and stuff. This is how the islanders spend most of their time, on these swings and under a tree. This is island life right here, my friends. This right here is life. Our YouTube channel is called Living the Globe. It is just like TikTok, Living the Globe, Facebook, Living the Globe, YouTube, Living the Globe, Instagram, Living the Globe, and TikTok, Living the Globe. Again, if you guys head over there, subscribe to the channel, take a look around, look at all the videos. You'll see a lot of Maldives videos. I do a lot of walking tours. I walk you around. Yesterday, when I got here to this island, I got here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. After I checked in the hotel and I walked around this entire island. I filmed a video around this entire island. I walked around. That video is going to come out probably tomorrow or the next day. It took me 36 minutes to walk around this island, my friend. 36 minutes on a casual walk, the way I'm walking right now, very casually. 36 minutes. That's how small this island is. Now, I was told when I got here that this side of the island here, there are a lot of stingrays. This is another restaurant here. It's usually crowded right now. There are locals in there. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my way to this part of the beach where these people are, see what's over here, see what we can find. Might be stingrays here already because I see people there. Because they said this is the area where the stingrays hang out. And I'm going to end this live stream here. Again, I usually try to live stream for 1 hour in the morning because we have things that we have to do. We have work that we have to get done, and breakfast starts, and I have to go wake my wife up. Sometimes she jumps into the live stream. I can't see if she's here right now because my screen is washed out, but I go back to the hotel. We go have breakfast, and then we start our day. Oh, he's fishing. During the evening, sometimes we stay. Oh yeah, I see three stingrays already. Yep, there's a whole bunch of stingrays here. Sometimes, like yesterday, we live streamed for about 4 hours. We live streamed for about 4 hours yesterday. Let's take a walk down more on the water's edge. I see a couple stingrays there. And remember what I told you, right now, currently, the demographic on this island is Asians. There are a lot of Asians here. There are people from Japan. There's Chinese here. There's a few of them right here by the beach. Oh, I think this girl is taking photos with stingrays right around her. Since she got on this island, she's been running back and forth, taking photos of stingrays. This girl has been crazy. Her and her boyfriend running back and forth. Yeah, look at the stingray. It's right here, guys. This is what I'm telling you. She's literally in the water with the stingray. Look at this. Look. Isn't this amazing? This is what I'm talking about, my friends. Look. Right on shore. Look at this. See? They come right up to you because they think you're going to feed them. Look. Literally right here. It's beautiful. And they're here all day. Look, they come right up to the shore. It's so beautiful. Have you guys ever seen anything like this before? Let me know. And there's fishes. There's so many fishes here. Look at their eyes. They're so beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. My friends, this could be you. Remember, everything I tell you, I have receipts for it. I don't lie. I told you they come up on the shoreline. Told you you can feed them. I told you they're here all the time. Look at this water. 50 shades of blue. Look at this. Again, I suggest you follow our page if you haven't done so already. Take the time to follow. You're going to see so much more of this. This is nothing. We have so much more to show. Have you guys ever seen anything like this before? And literally, if you wanted to go down into the water with them, they'll just come around you. Someone's taking drone footage. So he's a local here. He's fishing. There's a black tip shark coming here.
Yeah,
Black tip, yeah. Black tip.
yeah, black pig.
Black tip.
But it is dangerous one.
Uh, so he's a local. He's catching fishes for these people, and then he gives it to them, and then they just they cut the fish up, they drop it in there, and the stingrays just come up and they eat it. It's beautiful. That's a great way to end this video, don't you think? She's flying the drone. She's laying down the girl in yellow right next to the stingrays, and they're just right around her. But you see, it's funny what they do to get the photos, right? But as you can see, she's laying down, and the stingrays are just, they're all on her. No problem whatsoever. No problem. She's petting them. I mean, I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would pet them. But and not because I'm afraid of them, but it's just because, it's just not a natural thing. But I would be around them. I've taken pictures with them. They've been around me and my wife. Look. Beautiful. Oh, he threw him a fish. He ate the fish, the bird. Everyone's getting a free meal today. Everyone's getting a free meal. So people who come to this island, they should be aware that this island is known for stingrays because it's a big attraction for this island. And of course, we show you all that in our travel guide. We have videos, we have photos, we have everything available for you. So you'll know what each island features and why people go to that island. If you want to swim with whale sharks, you need to go to Digura. There you could see whale sharks. Oh, this one is spotted. This one's pretty. They have eagle rays, everything. So we're going to be taking photos and stuff and videos here of these things as well, of the stingrays. Yeah, they're all around her. And they brush up against you. It feels so funny. Hello. The wingspan on this bird is so massive, but it doesn't look like it when it's walking around. It looks flat. But when it opens up its wings, man, it's massive. Look. So massive. Look at all the stingrays coming. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 15 stingrays here. 15 of them. And more are coming. They come from that area over there. But as we were mentioning before with content creators, all this drone footage they're taking and stingrays coming right up to them, and it looks so beautiful with crystal clear waters. On their Instagram or on their social media, it'll never say that they're spending $30, $40, $50 a night on this island. It would just say, I was in the Maldives and I was surrounded by beautiful stingrays. That's all it'll say. and you'll be like, wow. And you type in Maldives into your search, you're like, Maldives. And when you type in Maldives into your search, you see it's thousands of dollars per night to come to the Maldives. And you're like, man, all these people are able to go to the Maldives. I can't afford that. I wish I could. It's because you're missing a big chunk of the information, my friend. And you can't always believe what you see on social media because they don't show you the receipts. They show you the imagery, but they don't show you the receipts. But to each his own. So now I'm going to head back to our hotel and I'm going to have breakfast and start my day. As you can see, there are many hotels on the island. Here's another one. As you can see, people are having breakfast. What's the name of this hotel? I don't know where the main entrance is, but it looks like it might have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe about 20, 25 rooms. This hotel looks like it has. It's kind of a small hotel. So, oh, this one is called Fulidhoo White Inn. That's the name of this hotel. Fulidhoo White Inn. And again, to walk around this entire island will take you about a half an hour, 40 minutes tops. Casual walking. This is called Main Street. So normally on Main Street, you'll find a lot of shops, clothing shops, convenience stores, souvenir shops, couple restaurants. That's Main Street. Every island have a Main Street. Every local island has a Main Street. Hey, how are you? Maldivian vibe. Maldivian vibes, my friend. So now I'm walking over to the other side of the island. I call this side the windward side because this side of the island you'll notice is different than the side I was just on. The side I was just on was all sand all the way out. This is more rocky on this side. There are way more waves on this side. So what it seems like the wind blows from this direction. It blows from this direction over to this direction. So here it's much more choppy. You don't see people out here swimming or really in the water just because this is not the best part of the island because of the direction the trade winds blow. Look, local guys, look, this is their home. This is the Maldivians' homes. You're on a local island. So if you want this type of experience, it's here for you and it's very affordable. This hotel to the left is the one I'm staying in. As you can see, it's also a beachfront. Look at the fine powdery sand. It's just that the water, there's more rocks in the water here on this side than it is on the other side. But as you can see, there's benches here. You can come here, relax. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the other side of the island. So on that end, that's where the beach was if I would have went around the other side. But as you see, it's a lot of beach area. And you can't come here and swim. It's not that you can't come here swim, but you see there's a reef out there. There are a lot of rocks, but the sand is just as powdery, just as fine. The water is just as clear as the other side, but the only difference is that there's rocks here. So you won't see people really swimming here. Maybe you get into the water and kind of just cool off a little bit. If you are on this side of the island and you just want to just get in the water for a little bit, maybe you do that. Look how clear the water is and warm as hell. Warm as hell. But still beautiful. The local kids playing. And this is the hotel we're staying at for $50 a night. Kids playing. All right, guys. So I'm going to close this one out right here. I want to thank you for your time. I know you can be many other places than to spend your time here watching this live stream. So I just want to let you know that I do appreciate your time that you spend with me and my wife here as we live stream twice a day, every single day. If you know someone that might be interested in a place like this, be sure to let them know our TikTok page so they can see it for themselves, what it's like being in the Maldives, what it's like traveling to the Maldives in real time. Oh, it's so beautiful here. Thank you for sharing. Good night. Thank you so much. I know for most of you it's nighttime. It's probably like 10, 11 o'clock, depending if you're watching on the East Coast or West Coast. But I thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys. Um, I don't know. Look at this. Our ultimate goal is to get one of you that watched this live stream to come to the Maldives. Just one. Have a wonderful day, guys. And I will see you guys in the next live stream this evening, which for you will be morning time. It'll probably be around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning for you guys when we live stream again. For us, it will be sunset. So if you are up, if you're an early bird, you get up early, make sure you check us out on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. We're streaming live on all platforms. We're going to show you a spectacular sunset. See you soon. Bye.